Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, Gord, you're hurting hippie. And my friends, I missed you yesterday. No video yesterday. I had a busy day. I did put up a post on my community page to say that I would be away, and all of that rhymed today. Folks, I had the doctor's appointment yesterday. I'm trying to get ahead of all of this stuff. And again, it was a telephone appointment, but it was a long one, and a good one. So we've got a lot for you today. You read the title. We are talking about BPPV. We'll talk about that in a second. First, my friends, +9, going to 19, maybe 20. Going to be a warm day, sunny, and my head is telling me that. Yes, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the doctor's appointment. We're going to also share how to resolve vertigo. First, just an overview of the health of a hippie. I'm doing fine, folks. Yes, I still have this headache. I still have trouble with the old noggin. She still tells me she has no fear that it's anything other than a reaction to either my jaw or my neck. Somebody walking by. And only time will tell, and x-rays will tell, but she knew that I didn't want to really go into the doctor. So we're going to spend another week managing it the way we have, because for the last week I for sure had 30 to 50% reduction in headaches just by taking Advil on a very regular basis for a whole week. And she told me I'm safe to continue that for a whole week. And then next week she definitely wants me in, and we're running tests. And I got a mosquito really close to the phone. I had to splice this together, drop the phone. I saved some of that because what the heck, it makes for good video. And I hope this doesn't look too terrible. I enjoyed the sun shining on me, and I know it's kind of hectic for the editing, but we'll see what I can do with it. I have Pasha here for the rest of this week, so there'll be no live video on Friday. Tomorrow I'll do another one of these. I have to do them quickly, and it's difficult to get my videos up on time with this new phone. This new phone takes forever to download it to my PC so I can then start editing. So bear with me, folks, while I work with this crappy phone, while I wait for my new Pixel, or refurbished Pixel, to come. It better not be a refurbished one with the money I'm paying for this. Oh boy. So yes, we decided that I will have to go in next week and get some tests run, and she really thinks I have a thing called cervical spondylosis. It is a resulting leftover damage, ongoing, continuing to degrade damage from when I broke my neck when I was 28 years old. It was a couple of years of repairing my neck, and it never came fully back to normal. But for the layman, spondylosis is the wearing of the bones in the neck to the point that they actually start to touch and rub and cause pain. And those can cause spasms, which I've had in my neck often, and severe headaches. So it's a very good chance still that this wisdom tooth is not the cause. She knows that if it isn't the cause, I don't want to remove it, because that's going to cost me close to $1,000, and it's going to be out of my pocket. So she understands that, and she's working with me on trying to find a solution. She's a wonderful doctor. But also, that brought me to, people have been asking me about BPPV. Now, what is BPPV? Let me put it up here. It is benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Now, what's that mean? The benign doesn't cause further illness. It's not something that's going to be around forever. Paroxysmal means temporary and sudden onset. Positional, it is related to the position the body is in at the time, and vertigo, the false sense of spinning. I've had a few people on Instagram mention their vertigo, and I've had a few people on here. And I definitely have been feeling it again. And for this, I actually have to take you back about 5 years, because it was about 5 years ago. I was really worried. I was getting this vertigo. I would get it. I could lie down in bed, and if I just turned a certain way, all of a sudden I was dizzy for 30 seconds. I could just be looking somewhere, and oh boy, it hit again. It didn't even take a quick movement of my head. It just took a movement, and I was dizzy. I was starting to think that it was something neurological. And so I was really worried to ask about it. And when I finally asked about it, they said, sir, it's very, very likely BPPV. And that's when they started to explain it. And there is a very, by the way, stick around, little known facts coming. There is a very, very small chance it could be anything other than BPPV. And in a layman's way of speaking, because I don't understand it fully, we have crystals in our ear structure, in the tubes within the structure, that give us our balance. And sometimes either a foreign object ends up in there, a little tiny piece of dust or something, or through some sort of trauma to the head, trauma to the ears, such as a bang, a fall, sometimes just really, really quick movement of the head can cause those crystals to get in the wrong position up on the edge. I don't want to talk things I don't know. Wrong position. And that causes this vertigo. And there is an exercise that done 3 times a day for 3 days in a row. I started yesterday because I've been having this issue, and she thinks it could exacerbate my headache. That a simple exercise that I have recorded. I did a video about BPPV quite a long time ago, and this is my update to it, because in the one previous I only discussed how to do it. This time I have a video showing me doing the exercise. It's really simple. We'll go to it, then we'll come back, talk just a little bit, and then a little known facts. So first, let's see me in my room. Hey y'all, I hope Gord explained what BPPV is. Or I explained. I gotta stop talking about myself in the third person. But I'm going to show you the exercise. I'm here in my room. I'm sitting on my bed. And now I'm going to move the camera down, because what you want to do, let's just get a better angle here. You want a good sized pillow. Take that pillow and put it behind your back as such. Just so that you have about that much pillow, so that when you sit back, only your head isn't supported. The pillow should reach to your shoulders. So this is going to take a few steps. You want to sit like this, put your head straight in front of you, 90 degrees from your body, straight in front of you. Now turn your head 45 degrees to the right and tilt your head slightly back. Once you have that position, you're going to lay down in that position for 30 seconds. Ready? Lay down. Now you should be at 45 degrees and you're counting 30 seconds. You may feel, like I do right now, the vertigo affecting you. That's normal. You stay here for 30 seconds. Then you get ready and not violently, but carefully, although as quick as your muscles will let you, turn to 45 degrees facing the other way, keeping your body still. Ready? Go. If you can do it faster than that, see, you'll feel it again. Now, 30 seconds in this position, you're going to feel the vertigo again. You're resetting these crystals to their proper position. And you wait here again for 30 seconds. And although I went kind of slow, if you can go a little faster, only just don't hurt yourself. If you have a bad neck like me, this is my full range of movement, 45 degrees. I cannot go further. So thank goodness I can do this. Now, once 30 seconds are up, you're keeping your head per 45 degree angle, but you're moving your body to the side to get ready to get up. Now that may not cause you any difference, but your head's going to move a bit. So hold still again for another 30 seconds. All the while, your head should be, because of the pillow under your shoulders, your head should be at a slight angle downwards. And then, once that 30 seconds is up, my friends, now you're going to sit back up. And don't move from your sit-up position. Don't move your head. And stay for another 30 seconds. You see, once I put my head in the right position, direct forward, my vertigo hit again. And you need to repeat that. It's a pretty simple exercise, but you need to repeat it 3 times a day. And it should only take 3 days. And your vertigo should disappear. And if it doesn't, remember, this was benign. It can't hurt you. And it can only possibly help you. And if it doesn't help your vertigo, time to go talk to the doctor and tell them you did BPPV. But I'm hoping that if you've seen this, you'll comment below, I tried it and it worked. Because it's worked for me. I've had to repeat it every couple of years. My vertigo gets displaced. My directional vertigo gets displaced. Every couple of years I got to repeat this. And I'm in a cycle of repeating it right now. So this was my first one. And I'm dizzy from doing it. I'm dizzy right now while I'm talking to you. And it's going to create a little extra before it actually solves it. But for me, this was a lifesaver. Peace and cheers. Back to Gord. What did you think? Please comment below what you thought of that as an instructional video. Of course, I'm no medical person, but I've done that exercise. What happened was 5 years ago when they told me about this, I did that exercise. I thought it was a dumb exercise, but I had to stick it through because I was so tired of that dizziness. And I can promise you that while you're exercising, if you have this issue while you're exercising, every time you change position, you're going to feel that vertigo. And I think there's 2 reasons you wait for 30 seconds. One is just simply letting that vertigo get through its cycle. But the second is you are creating movement within those crystals to slowly bring yourself back to where they should have been in the first place. And I gotta tell you, it worked. For 2 years after that, I never felt dizzy again, not even getting up quickly. And then slowly it came back to 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I had to do the exercise again. And now it's a couple of years later, and I'm starting it all over again. So benign doesn't cause further illness. Paroxysmal, temporary, and sudden onset. Yeah, temporary, sudden onset. But once it's happened, it'll happen again. And I want to just read this to you. BPPV is a disorder arising from a problem in the inner ear. Symptoms are repeated, brief periods of vertigo with movement, that is, a spinning sensation upon changes in the position of the head. This can occur with turning in bed or changing position. Each episode of vertigo typically lasts less than 1 minute. Nausea, commonly associated with it as one of BPPV, is one of the most common causes of vertigo. So if you have it, don't be like me and think, oh my goodness, am I dying? No, you're fine, my friends. Well, I'm not going to diagnose you, but this is simply something that you can try. And if it works, it saves you a lot of further worry and tests and everything else, because it could be something else. BPPV can result from a head injury, and it simply occurs often among the older.
Welcome. I am the older.
So friends, that is BPPV. That is what I have, and it could be what you have. I'd love to talk further about it, and I'd love to know if this helps anybody with that. Somebody's walking by, so I may have to say hello, and then we'll go on to little known facts. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, great.
Cute girl with her baby. And now it's time for little known facts. Friends, I've got 3, and they're kind of cute and kind of funny. First of all, peppers don't actually burn your mouth. Yeah, there's a chemical in chili peppers called capsaicin, and it tricks your mouth into feeling like it's being burned. It really isn't, and that's why spicy food hurts. The pain is in your head. Knowing that can help you eat the hot food, because part of the problem is that feeling that you're causing damage. American cheese, yeah, look at that, American cheese. I don't know why they call it American, because it's not American. Processed cheese is thought as an American product, but it was invented in Switzerland, created by Waltz Gerber and Fritz Stettler in 1911 to lengthen the shelf life before it was shipped overseas. Then they ship it overseas. America slaps the American sign on it and calls it American cheese. Silly. Anyways, and this one I know very, very personally. Russia took a long time into classifying beer as actually even being alcoholic until the year 2011. Right there, you can read it right there. Beer and other alcohol under 10% was classified as pop, as a soft drink. Until then, and even still today, it was common for people to drink beer in the streets and the parks as commonly as you would see soda. And I'll even speak further to that. I didn't even know this until I went over there, and beer is so common and not thought of as alcohol at all that young people were always, like my ex told me, at 12 years old they'd buy a beer, a big beer from the local store, and they'd go and drink it. It's amazing. Until 2011, it was just in stores and was not considered alcoholic because it was just too low an alcohol level. That's why the Russians love their vodka.
Vodka.
And friends, with that, it's time to go. And I wish you well. I wish you health. I wish you happiness. And I wish you a good day. Peace.